Hey y'all, what is up? It's we're gonna start dating. Oh, and it's Vlogmas. Okay, I was really good about Vlogmas some years ago when I was doing it. So, bitch, we're gonna do her again. So yes, I got so much done. Like when I say I've been working, bitch, I got my ass up. I went to work, aka I mean it's Sunday. I didn't go to work literally, but I got hella shit done. Like I organized my garden, planted a whole bunch of stuff, repotted some stuff. What else did I do? Oh, I made soap. I finished all my posts. So yeah, I mean it's just it's up. So yeah, basically I woke up today and there is this like singles mixer. So I'm gonna go to that. I'm very excited. I'm very excited because one, oh, my hands are ashy. Oh, bitch. I'm very excited because I feel like, I think like everything in my life is going good right now. Like, I'm doing like everything is going very, very well. I'm very excited about everything. I'm very hopeful, very optimistic. I guess I just finally feel like I'm settling into adulthood. Like, I think for the longest time, like, college was such an obstacle. And it used so much of my... time and so much of my energy and so much of my willpower and so much of my spirit. And so to finally be able to have, like, ownership and autonomy of that now and to have control of that now is something that I feel like it's very invigorating. So I just feel so hopeful and optimistic, and I guess I'm just kind of like nervous because I just feel like I haven't been in this position before. And honestly, to be very fair, and I think that's like something I need to talk about as I drive to like my little mixer, is that I'm just in a new place of life. Like I've never been in this position of my life before. I've never been in these circumstances before, and it's just such a new feeling. And I think I spent so much of my life, like literally, when I say feeling like I did like a fucking circle, like running around a damn circle like a hamster wheel, like running around a damn circle like a fucking hamster wheel, bitch. Like niggas is like, you know, registering for classes and doing the same thing, and then bitch, and then also another thing I think as well is like, you know, finally getting to experience like my adulthood because COVID, and I guess that's another thing to really consider is that like, wow, there was a house on the side of the road, which is so weird, so random. But yeah, like COVID put such like a wrench in like my social development, and my social life, and just the things I found myself in. So I don't know, it was just a unique perspective, and it's just like a unique experience. And I think like I'm just learning to just like accept reality without chaos and without feeling like, I guess to me it feels like kind of the institutionalization that you kind of experience in school that creates like this cyclical, perpetual like anxiety. Because like in school, for example, you always have somebody like watching over you, somebody thinking, somebody like processing and analoging and checking and monitoring and just like evaluating your progress. And for so long, so much of my experience has been being like outside of just like adulthood, like I mean outside of like growing up and the traumas that we have just like as individuals as a byproduct of like what we've experienced. It's like being in a school environment where the evaluations and the considerations and kind of being concerned with like authoritarian figures is something that really takes a hold over you. And I feel like it's like to have that at home and in a culture and in your community, and then even like as a society, but then you go into school, which of course is a micro of all those things, you have that there. And so I said to say, like, leaving all that, I'm just like hyper aware of like my own individuality, my autonomy, and I just have all these questions around just like the validity of my autonomy and whether or not my autonomy is, you know, going to result in some type of consequence. And I think that part of that is like the institutional trauma of being in school, the life that I've lived, and me being a black person and all these other things. But I think as well, like making it just more localized to me, which are still all those things, which is not outside of, but it's inside of. Thinking about how when I went to this healing community fair, I was talking to this guy about how I speak. And always trying to preface things, and he was like, well, why are you putting yourself in a position to where you even have to preface? Like, why don't you just say what you have to say and then let the room react to what you have to say and then address it as such? And I think that was like kind of like a powerful lesson around just like image and like identification and like your sense of self. So I'm trying to move my GPS because my GPS is also on this. It's like here, and you guys are here. Anyway, so I can see my GPS. But yeah, so yeah, it's just like, you know, it's just like, yeah, that like that's the whole point. That's the whole point. Like this, like, I don't know, and I almost just feel like I guess it's just like feeling comfortable with being perceived, but then also like giving myself permission to exist beyond a life of consequences. Because I guess for me, another thing is just like I've always been restricted. Like when I say restricted, I just mean like something has always held me. And like I guess I'm in a position where I'm moving to a place where like my mind is kind of free and I'm unchaining myself. But then also I think school is kind of metaphorical of like shedding that version of myself and like really being able to transition into like this new thing and feeling like almost like I'm allowed to exist and like not have consequences. I don't know, it sounds like duh, but like I don't know, like I deserve not to have consequences. Like I don't need to be punished. Like I deserve to live a life that is free from punishment. I don't know, like I guess for me it's just like I'm always like having, and I think it's just because I've been in such uninhabiting environments, and my whole life I've dreamt about like being able to be free and be able to create my own space for 4,000, like just be able to like just have a place for myself. And I guess it's just like realizing like I'm finally like in a place where I have a place for myself, and I'm okay to be comfortable in that place, and like I can feel secure in that place, and I can trust that place, and I can, you know, open myself up to being vulnerable in that place in ways that I've never been able to be vulnerable. And I'm allowed to express my emotional intimacy and to exist, because I think so much of my existence has been me monitoring myself and being hyper aware of the environments I've been in, and almost in a sense like playing these performative roles of like who I am and what does that mean for myself, and what does that look like. And I guess for me it's like now I'm finally in a position where it's like, okay, you don't have to continue to do those things. Like you never had to do those things, but at the same time, well, you did. Okay, you didn't have to as a human being, I guess, like as a value or a moral system, but like for survival I did in a lot of ways, and I will have to continue to do such. But as it stands, girl, you're good. Like, you're Gucci. And yeah, I don't know. That's just like poetic, theoretical rants. One of the things I find so fascinating about myself that I really think is so cool and like so interesting is like I'll be cussing and speaking however I speak, and then the second time I have like a very deep intellectual thought process, it's like my brain switches over. Like almost like my brain code switches, but like my brain like I feel like my brain is like an extreme version of like, I don't know, I've always like been like, wow, bitch, you really could code switch. Like I talk how I talk, but then at the same time, like depending on what I'm talking about, the way I talk about it is different. But I guess it also is shaped by the environments that I learned. Well, now that I'm thinking about it, it's like it's low-key the environments I grew up in and the language that I was able to develop in those spaces. So it's like these conversations primarily happened, or like not necessarily these conversations, but like these ideas and these concepts, I've expressed them, explored them most within social settings that reflect the language that I'm using. So now that I'm thinking about it, I've just mastered articulating I mean, the point still remains, but I think the real deeper reason as to why I am the way that I am and the way I express myself the way that I am is because of partly the environments. I think I should have turned. I think I should have gone up one. Okay, well, let's see if they let it grow over. Let me over. Let me over. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. This is my turn. I didn't know this place was up here. I always drive past this place. Oh, ciao. Oh, that's not the right place. Oh, can I go? Oh, thank you. Bitch. Okay, so where is it? Okay, let's find it. I'm excited. Hopefully, I just want something cute, cash. Oh, here it is. Okay. And I hope it's not cold here because that'll make me sick. I've gotten some Korean food over here before. And I'm gonna just go ahead and keep it a bean pie, bitch. Don't ever get no Korean food, no white ass cereal. If it's not enough